guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of like a TV and film makeup look for one of my makeup assignments for makeup school. So I think now that I've done this look a few times, I think this is my new everyday makeup look. I absolutely love it. It's so nice and simple, natural, and really pretty. So yeah, I do like to kind of change it up using this palette and a different palette, but I kind of like to kind of mix it up with all these colors, minus the kind of dark ones. But yeah, dark ones I normally use for like an evening look, but the other ones I use for an everyday look. But yeah, if you want to see how I create this look, then keep on watching. So I'm going to start with the eyebrows first. This is a e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift brow pencil. But first I'm going to use the schoolI side just to kind of brush up any hairs. Okay, so for TV and film, especially just for the eyebrows, I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas. So maybe like at the front and then kind of like in this area a bit. That's pretty much what I like to do. The same thing in the front of the brow. And here, kind of schoolI. And I kind of just soften up the brows. This is actually going to be turning out to be my new everyday makeup look. I really like it, and it's not just for, well, I think it's not just for TV and film. I'm going to just prime my eyes now with my Maybelline Mascara Face Primer. Just use my fingers for that. Look is definitely very, very simple. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette today. And we're first going to take kind of like something that's kind of close to your skin tone. So I'm going to take this one right here. It's called Tempera. This brush from Echo Tools. And I'm just going to take that and put that on the entire lid. And I'm going to go to the brow bone. Okay, so now I kind of want to deepen up the lid a little bit. So normally I would go between like the gold shades in this palette, or sometimes I would go with this one, or this one, or this one sometimes, not all the time. But today I'm going to go with Fairy. I'm just going to put that and get some of it off, and then put that directly on the lid. If I want to take it one step further, I would go in to bronze and just take that shade, put it in the inner corner. And there we go. And then I kind of like to go in with my my blending brush and just blend the two colors kind of like ready meat, but like in the crease, to kind of soften it up a little bit. And then I do sometimes go on top of it and blend it as well. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use my Cyprus umber shade in the Anastasia Glam palette with my Sephora M158 brush, and I have to do this off camera because I have to get really close to the mirror. So when I'm feeling a little bit kind of like extra, I would go in and right over the brown on shadow, I would go in with my tutorail Flash Cat Eye liquid liner, but today I'm not. So we're gonna skip that to curl the lashes. So last night I tried, when I was kind of like coming up with this look, I kind of heated up my lash curler with a hair dryer. But I don't have a hair dryer with me, so I'm not going to do that, but that's normally what I would do for my new everyday makeup look. This is not the everyday makeup look video yet, but I'm going to do one soon, hopefully. But, yeah, so first I'm going to drop it, curl my lashes. So what I like to do is I just straight go in, get kind of like 2 pumps, maybe 3, pull it out, kind of tilt it, and pump. Same thing, go in. I feel like with my right eye, I don't get all the lashes in, so you really have to kind of check before I pump. Like, I open it and check all of it. All of the hairs are underneath all of the lashes. And then I start pumping. I'm going to do the same thing with the left eye. Move it out a little bit, lift up, and pump. So with my everyday makeup look, I now do use 2 mascaras. I think I've shown this in previous videos. I first go in with my waterproof mascara. So this one is from Maybelline. This is the Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara, and it's waterproof. Start at the base of the lash and kind of wiggle it up. Sometimes I do kind of get mascara on the shadow, and just right when I get on, I kind of just use my finger to get it off. It comes off immediately. So I'm gonna do kind of like a nice thin coat of mascara first. I just want to let that kind of dry a little bit until it kind of like becomes tacky. Immediately, get off the mascara on the lid. So my right eye is not that tacky yet, so I'm just going to do this one. So I'm going to take my schoolI from my brow pencil and just go through the lashes first. And then I'm going to go in and curl them one more time. And then go in with my Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. In between coats, what I like to do is I kind of like to do other things while I wait for it to dry. So I'm going to prime my face with the same primer that I used to prime my eyes. And by the time I finish the priming, the coat is dry. So for the lashes, I wouldn't really do this for a TV or film makeup, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I would normally do for an everyday look. But for the TV and film makeup look, I would only use this waterproof mascara and then like a really thin coat. Now we're going to start with foundation. So I'm going to use this one. This is the Maybelline Dream BB Pure Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm just going to get it on the back of my hand, just maybe like a pea-sized amount. And then I'm going to go into my DIY tinted moisturizer. So normally, during the summer, I would only do the Maybelline one, and then I wouldn't do the tinted moisturizer, the DIY one. But I'm gonna do it today. So what I like to do is I'm gonna take some from the cap. I'm gonna use my palette knife and just get another pea-size amount, and then mix the two colors together. And sometimes I would take because I use my fingers to apply the foundation, sometimes I would go in and use my palette knife just to kind of put the foundation on, and then go in with my fingers and just apply it. And sometimes I do need more, but other times I don't. For TV and film, this would be enough. But I actually am going to add a little more. I'm just going to add a bit more. But I'm going to only add the tinted moisturizer this time. The Maybelline one. Okay, I realized I did not film this part. I just applied my concealer. So I'm using the Hydrating Cameo concealer, one of my favorite concealers at the moment. I love it. This is in light peach. What I did is I used my finger to apply it under the eyes and the nose and any blemishes that I have. And then I like to go in with really like to use a big fluffy brush to set concealer. So I'm going to use my Catrice HD Baking and Setting Loose Powder. This one is in translucent. I'm just kind of dip into the product, and I'm using a Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush. Tap off the excess, and then set the concealer. To set the rest of the face, I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk powder brush. Just going to dip into it again, the same powder, tap off the excess, press foundation in, or powder foundation. Now for blush, I'm going to use the L'Oreal, this Gold Lift cream blush in the color Peach Gold Lift, and I'm using the Sonia Kashuk blush brush. I'm just going to start at the apple. I'm going to bring it up underneath the brow bone, kind of like in a Nike symbol. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to do kind of like 1 to 2 shades darker than your natural lip color. So I'm going to use this Lorac Alter Ego lip gloss in the color Beach Babe. It's maybe like a shade darker than my natural lip color. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my DIY finishing spray. I did not bring my fan with me, but sometimes what I like to do is kind of use my fan just to kind of dry the finishing spray a bit. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and see you guys in the next one. Bye!